I don't have a hat. Dang.
Oh no.
Hi guys, Bob doesn't have a hat.
Oh no.
I hate not wearing a hat because I have this shiny ass bald head.
It's gonna be okay.
I need powder.
Any makeup.
Makeup.
Okay, so everybody has seen the title. Today we're going to be discussing
Oh, thank you.
Disney Genie Plus, the Lightning Lanes, all of that jazz.
All of it.
This is a safe space. We're all going to leave this safe space and still be friends afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, obviously there's changes, and we thought we should discuss them as a group because then everybody kind of gets to weigh in their opinion and maybe change some opinions or not.
Absolutely.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
Wayne's on.
Oh, you got your hat.
Yeah, but it's not.
How Disney going up?
You want to notice? It's not a Disney hat. I am not representing Disney in any way today.
yeah. So I don't really know where to start. Part of me wants to start with the things that I think are going to be good, but then do we save them for the end?
I think we need to have each of us have say what their opinion on it, and then we dive into it further then.
Okay.
This is your channel. You do what you want.
You do what you want because we'll just comment.
I'll just sit here and sneer.
Okay, we're eating boozy popsicles,
They
so
look so good.
They're vodka pops.
vodka pops.
Amazing.
Okay. So then let's start with Disney Genie then.
Okay, yeah. You want to go first, and then we go around like a circle and see what opinion on it.
So the Disney Genie is basically the app. I think we're kind of reusing it on the My Disney Experience anyway, aren't we? Some of the points of it. Thank you, Wayne. Kelly and Bob got me for my birthday. Yeah, so I think you're going to be able to schedule things. You're going to be able to say what your favorite rides are, and they're going to give you notifications when the queues are down. It's going to be where you book like your restaurants, things like that. So the Disney Genie, where we've started, I don't think sounds bad at all. I think that sounds good.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to jump in first?
No, I'm going to
Any bad
start there
stuff?
with the positives.
Okay.
Accentuate the positive.
Yeah.
Hi, Anna. Happy travel vlogs.
Okay, so we watched Wayne's video earlier.
Yeah, we know you're not a fan, Wayne.
Yeah, and I completely agree with most things you said. Completely.
Hi, Kurt.
Disney's has made it really hard to love Disney at the moment. It's like Wayne said, it's about $2,000 more than it was a year ago to go. With the parking, with this new Genie app that you got to pay for fast passes. The only, from my point, I think the app's good. What Emma said, I think it's not good. It's trying to be good. I think we had that anyway, and some people liked planning. I know we all liked planning when we went. It's get us excited for it. The only slight difference I have probably to most people, and it's really, really hard to justify it because, you know, Disney's what, £122 billion company, dollars company, what's ridiculous. The only thing that I will have slightly more benefit of a doubt for is everything in life is going to have to go up, unfortunately, because this horrible phone rubbish we had to deal with. I would have done it differently, completely done it differently. I would have maybe put the prices of merch up rather than fast pass and making you pay for that and stuff like that. However, we all knew it was going to come. And I know it's probably, was he Bob Chapek? He probably trying to make his name for himself. Yeah. But we all knew it was going to come. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that I was ready for it. The only thing that really, I mean, I'm okay. I say I'm okay. I'm not okay. Most theme parks you go to, you have to pay for fast passes, you know, and that's rubbish. But I'm okay with that. £15 a day is ridiculous. Dollars. But the only thing that miffs me more is once you pay for that, you got to pay for other ones to get on there. Is cheeky. So yeah, it's awful, but I felt like it was coming, and that doesn't make it better, and I would have done it differently. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts on it.
Welcome to John's TED Talk.
Sorry.
Do you have a rebuttal, or what's your opinion on just Disney Genie?
I think, I don't know, because Disney Genie, the jury's still out on that. I just think it's another way if Disney wants to control how you use your park, they use their parks, because they're going to plan stuff for you. And
Yeah.
maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know.
I really know till we
we'll
try
just have to
it.
wait till it comes out and try it. Mainly, my thing about it is the way they nickel and dime us right now. I think it's crap, because everybody's down, everybody's hurting, and then instead of like going, "Hey, we know it, we feel your pain.
Let's make it easier.
We're not going to make it hard. We're going to make it easier for you." Because, you know, when Walt made these parks just so parents would have a place to take their kids and have fun too. That was the whole reasoning behind these parks. It's like now they're going to make it unaffordable for people who have kids. It's like, you think about it. Okay, John, you and Emma, you're just paying, £30 a day for you guys.
$30.
$30, whatever. Got the pound disease.
I know you do.
And then, but you got families with 4 kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, 5 kids. That adds up to, like $1,500 more.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's a heck of a lot
Like
of
in
money.
Wayne's case.
Yeah, like in Wayne's case.
2 kids.
So it's like, they're making it prohibitive for kids,
Right.
which is not the point. And I hate this, because every time there's a CEO running Disney that is a merchandise background, they always hurt the parks. Always. It always takes something away from the parks, because they're all about the dollars and not about the experience. And the thing is, if they bump up the experience, the dollars come.
Right. Happy people spend more money.
Right. And people who have to spend money aren't going to go. They'll just be like, screw it, I'm out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Absolutely, can't argue that. You're right, 100% right. It's awful that they've done it, and because it happened all at once as well with the parking and everything. It just it's added a lot of money to it. It really has.
And then there's another thing is about people who have DVC and people who have pass holders. There used to be something special about that, and they're taking all that away. Yeah. So what's the incentive to stay on property now? Nothing. What their hotels are twice to 3 times as much as anybody in the area, so but you stay there because you get perks.
Yeah.
And you're in the bubble. The bubble's not enough when it starts getting that expensive. So
you only
people
perks on a deluxe now, I think, isn't it? You only get 2 hours. What I learned today.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, Universal, I gotta say, Universal is like stepping up, and they're gonna get a lot of people out of this because Disney's falling down. Yeah. And Universal's stepping up. Universal still, if you book one of their deluxe resorts, you get the express pass included.
Yeah.
And it's still cheaper than a Disney deluxe resort.
What I can't quite understand as well is because Disney's main selling point, in my opinion, is the magic. I feel like that's what they try and sell as well, which it is still going to be magical when you go, it's Disney. Yeah. But if you've gone and you've spent a couple of grand more than you wanted to for parking, for tickets to go on rides that before you could have gone on, then it's one little thing goes wrong, you're done, aren't you?
Yeah. So you're like, I'm out.
Yeah.
So anyway, and there's one more thing I was going to say.
Oh, you're not done yet?
I am not done yet.
Welcome to Bob Debate.
It ain't no debate. I'm right. They're wrong. Period. That's all there is to it. Give me a couple more vodka pops and I'll fix the world. Okay? Actually, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay,
so go ahead.
I'm sure it'll come back around.
Oh yeah,
won't it? I mean, if we're just going to stick with Disney Genie right now, I'm not going to go into Genie Plus at the moment.
We'll move on to that in a sec.
Well, I have like pros and cons, I think, with Disney Genie. If anybody like in the chat is familiar with touring plans does the exact kind of same thing. Yeah. It is a paid service. You pay like $20 for the year for it, but they tell you, wait times, suggested go here, suggested go there, kind of thing. things like that. God, are you a child?
Have you not met me?
So like Bob said, it's going to remain to be seen what Disney Genie is going to do and how it's going to work. The only thing I don't want, I mean, it's already happening, but everybody's going to have their face in their phone.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Where can we, it's telling me to go here. I need to go here. And it's telling me to go there. And there's a magic shot over here. And, it kind of does take the whole park experience and change it so that you're attached to your phone a lot more. So, I'm just not really sure. I don't know. I'm going to have to use it to see if I like it or not, honestly.
It's just going to take away, like the magic bands, paper tickets. I mean, card tickets. Everything's going to be done on your phone. So you're going to have a phone.
Right.
Number one, like Kelly's dad, who just now got a freaking smartphone,
right,
would be like totally lost.
Yeah, he wouldn't know how to use
phone.
It. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that they're going to have. No, you don't have to have.
No, you don't have to use it, and I probably won't.
No, you really don't.
I would just use, Disney. What's it called? The app.
My Disney Experience.
Yeah, My Disney Experience is still there. This is just part of My Disney Experience.
Right.
I mean, the only thing with that is that if you want to be spontaneous and don't want to follow a computer's suggestion what to do in the day, that's almost. I mean, if you're not going to pay $15 a day to do fast passes, you're going to have to look at the app and go, well, what's the smallest ride time? And not necessarily as that's what I want to go on.
Right, which, it might end up being cool because you might not know that, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad has a short wait right now. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be one of those where we're going to have to use.
It's going to have to see what happens
Disney
with it.
Genie to see.
It's definitely doing Disney different than we all used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's almost learning. I think you said it before. We've got to learn to do Disney again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going to be.
But, like Kurt said, King Daddy, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can just do your own thing. It's not like they're saying you have to use this while you're in the parks.
Yet.
Well, why would they?
I don't know.
But
I mean,
if you don't use it and all the lines are like 60 minutes long, then the only way to get on the ride is to have the fast passes and Genie and Genie Plus. Otherwise, you're not going to get on the ride. Now, I'm okay because I'm not only about the rides. We talked about before, I get Disney way more than just the rides. But I know some people do rides. They must do these rides. Otherwise, it's not their type of holiday.
Right.
So the Genie Plus, is that what you were talking about? That's kind of just taking over Fast Pass anyway, though.
Yeah.
So it would be no different to if somebody has booked a Fast Pass and you haven't. That's how that's going to work.
Yeah.
The only difference is then the rides that aren't included in the Genie Plus that you have to then pay an addition.
Extra.
And to be honest, out of everything, and I assume it's that's what's miffed me the most.
That is what miffed me.
Totally miffed me too.
Like $15 obviously is pricing out some people already.
Yeah.
And there were going to be, like me and Kelly were talking about in the week, I would probably be fine with paying $15 every so often. Like, I don't know, a couple of days for the trip just to get those rides done.
Yeah.
But they're saying about how it was Disneyland Paris have been testing it and it's worked.
Yeah, but it's only about a month to be
It's
testing it.
€40 per person to ride the Nemo ride in Disneyland Paris on a busy day. Absolutely not.
We tried to do a research and we tried to find out what rides you had to pay for.
Well, they haven't announced it yet. So.
Well, yeah, we know.
Do you?
No, you don't.
I thought you did know. You
In
tell me.
Disneyland Paris?
Oh, not Paris. I'm talking about Disney World.
No, we don't know those prices either.
No.
Well, we don't know the prices, but you told me which ones were going to be the
some of the rides, yeah. Well, that's the rumor. They haven't officially announced which rides.
What are the rides that you would have to pay extra for?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
And Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. Slinky Dog.
Two in each park.
Yeah, basically two in each park. Slinky Dog
and
Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
And then in Animal Kingdom, it was the Safari, which I think is kind of ridiculous.
And Flight of Passage.
And then in, what am I missing? Epcot. Test Track for now.
And Ratatouille.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Disneyland Paris are currently doing it. Done. for some of the rides you can pay extra and skip the queue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's mad. I mean,
Yeah, I don't understand why they would pick the safari. in
Because it's
Animal Kingdom.
popular. Everybody likes the
but-
safari.
but you pay him $15 and then pay an extra, say $40, so you go max, to ride a 4-minute ride,
Yep.
5-minute ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
find me in the standby queue. That's where I will be.
Right. And yeah, there's always that option. I mean, none of this we absolutely have to do. None of it.
no.
I think it's just made people really upset because it was something that was included in your experience, whether you were staying on property or not. Because if you were staying off property, you could still book fast passes for
Right.
free, only not as early as the people that were staying on property. So I think that's the thing that's really, when you kind of boil it down, the thing that's upset people the most is it used to be, included.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, and what's made you the most is like they're acting like
That's what I forgot to say.
they're acting like they're
They're
doing
doing
you
us a
this
favor.
this favor. Like
Yeah.
we're doing this for you.
It's
and
like
it's
when
gonna
I
be
read,
so awesome.
yeah, when I read the email about, oh, this is the greatest thing. It's like a shit sandwich. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna eat it and it sucks, but at least you're full.
Yeah.
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 So,
I mean, it's quite blatant that they're doing this to get more money in their pockets. What's, like I said earlier, I kind of understand because everyone had a dip, but there was a better way to do it than this, I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But then what does confuse me is the deluxe hotels. They're saying, okay, well, you guys get the magic hours, which is what it is. But they've just done up all of the value resorts. So if they wanted more people to stay at the deluxe hotels, why did they do up the value resorts?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think they did the value resorts. They refurbished them because they needed it
yeah,
bad. They were bad.
They were horrible.
They were really bad. What is Kaya saying? Doesn't affect much. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, but again, it is not, it's an option. It's not that you absolutely have to do it.
Yeah.
But, for the people that only get to come once a year or twice, every other year or whatever, and want to get the most out of their experience, they're going to kind of feel like, well, if I don't do this, we're not going to get the most out of our time. So like us, we're super lucky. We get to go often enough so that riding the rides is not as important.
No.
Yeah, I would be really miffed if I hadn't taken a Disney World trip before and I was planning my first one as well. Because coming from the UK, we had a trip planned, and then they were like, actually, you have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
Also, Disney Express, that doesn't exist anymore. You have to pay that. And now also, can you also pay if you want to go on fast pass rides, but not all of the rides? Because if you want to do the really cool rides, can you give me even more money? And it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Well,
So it just, I think that's the thing too, is it just keeps going, oh, and this, and then this, and then this, and then this.
But
So
it's a better experience. You'll love it.
you're going to love it.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the most,
Absolutely.
frustrating part.
The thing is Rad Dad and Cool Kid, which great name. I think
That is a cool name.
there's enough people that are still going to go regardless.
Yeah. They know people pay it, and they will. People will pay it.
Yeah.
Because people has it already booked or they love Disney.
Yeah.
And it might be a different conversation, but it might pay to stay off property now or stay in a villa. If you're saving money,
a lot of talk
if
on
you're
it.
saving money on hotel or resorts, then okay, the Disney bit's going to cost more. Where you're going to average it out.
Yeah. And just to throw I don't know what it's called, but swings and roundabouts kind of thing, because I know I hate it, but when we go to Disneyland Paris, which is what they're saying this is based on, I never ever book a fast pass.
No.
I've never
No.
ever used the fast pass system at Disneyland Paris.
No, you no need to.
Because I just queue, or I don't queue, and I wait until it's quieter, and then I get in the queue. So
Right.
if there's never been a fast pass option at Disney World, this wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah. However,
But there has, so
the thing with Disney, it's time is money, and time is the most valuable thing in Disney. And if you have to do that ride, if you must go to that and get your best holiday to ride Seven Wars Mine Train, they will know people pay it.
yeah.
Especially the new ones, new rides.
Right. I mean, that's well, he's on the. He's going to have to pay
$1 for the toilet.
I know.
seat.
I said that too. It's like next they're
Next
gonna
they'll be charging
they're
for the
making
toilets.
you pay for the bathroom. Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean,
I like that.
that's kind of how it feels.
It's like a number two for $2 for a number two. It's like, what do they charge you per plop or something? You know, oh, that was a 3-plop flush, so it's going to cost you 3.
Yeah. And the light, isn't there like Lightning Lane Plus also, where you just skip the fast pass queue?
That's what I'm confused about. Okay, is there going to be a normal? Okay, probably on like the big rides where you have to pay extra for.
Extra.
They'll just have because I was confused at first. Are there going to be 2 fast pass lanes?
Well,
I
that's
guess
what
just one because you can't access.
Well,
rides.
it'll be all attached to your Disney Genie.
Well, no,
You'll
what
have
I'm
to do
you're
this
not
on
you're not
your
understanding what
pep
I'm
style.
saying. The fast pass lane is going to be the lightning lane for those rides you have to pay extra for.
I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be just for the. It's weird. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
No, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, there's the regular standby queue and then there's the fast pass
Right.
queue. So the rides that are included in the $15 a day, they're just going to use the regular fast pass
Right.
line. The other ones,
Well,
it'll
yeah,
still be the same fast pass line, only you have
yeah,
to
but
pay
it'll be
for
a
it.
premium price.
Okay, got it. Fast pass only gave you Fast pass only gave you 3 rides. But then, do you remember, Kurt, when you could like book more? Like if you originally, this was before they took away fast passes. You could book your 3 before you went, and then after you use those 3, then you could book another one, and kind of then another one. You could keep going, kind of.
Yeah, but the way I
collectively.
understand it is it's going to work like Disneyland's does, and I have bought the Max Pass at Disneyland, and it was okay. But it was like you find the ride, you book it, they give you return time, but they also give you another time that is when you can book your next fast pass. So let's say you book a Radiator Springs, or we'll just go Disney World. You book Big Thunder Mountain for 11 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It'll say at 9:45 you can book your next fast pass.
Right. I wonder if that's how it'll work.
But that's how it works at Disneyland.
Or are you gonna have to like
ride the ride, then
and
book
then
another
book
one.
another one? Because they are unlimited. You can book unlimited tier 2
Right.
throughout your whole day.
Yeah.
And across multiple parks, which if you're
But
park hopping, that's cool.
Park hopping in Disney World is so much harder than
It's
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah, it is.
Because Disneyland, even in Paris, the parks are like right next to each other. You walk across a courtyard, you're there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I need a big straw, like a
Yeah, you do. Disney World is like park hopping is you're not going to drive 20 minutes and park or take whatever. I mean, the easiest one is from Magic Kingdom to Epcot because the monorail's running again
Thankfully.
from those two. But still, it takes 10 to 15 minutes. You're not going to make a fast pass at Magic Kingdom, then make a fast pass at Epcot and get on the monorail or drive there.
Well, you would split your day half and half like we have done in the past.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
What's going to be interesting is you've got to pay it per day, the $15 if you're doing that. And I've got to do it on my phone, and I guess Emma's got to do it on her phone. Now, do we link them together?
Yeah.
We must be able to have them to link that every day.
I would think that your parties are going to be linked together so that you can say, okay, even like us.
it's
like,
a planning party.
Yeah, it's a planning party. So
What
your
means
group, yeah,
you're going to have to get up at 6, 7 o'clock. There's no layouts. Everybody's doing it.
pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to buy like per day, like
Yeah.
the expensive ones. Yeah, you'll have to get up early in the day and pay for that and book it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And then I was just reading Anna's comment. The disability access will be easier. You read that too.
Yes.
It'll be easier. You can book it with the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahead of time.
Ahead of time. I think you can actually, can't you actually set it up through the,
You can actually do it with a video conference now
instead
before
of
you
going to guest services?
30 days before you actually go to your
So I think
vacation.
that part is actually a plus.
Yeah.
You know?
We got something. We got one.
I know it's like, okay, we're gonna really screw the pooch on this one, but here's a little jar of Vaseline. So
Yeah.
But that just means more people are going to use that.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have to, that's what I thought too. Are most people going to abuse the DAS? But don't you have to like actually video chat with
I
somebody?
think you have to do a consultation.
So it's kind of like a FaceTime with someone. Instead of going into guest relations or whatever to get your DAS set up, then you would just video chat with them.
You
and
can
then
still go into guest relations.
you can probably still go.
No,
into
you can.
guest-
It said you could.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the other good thing, we cut at straws now, but I think the fact that you can go on a queue, a virtual queue is good. I kind of like that.
Well, not always, because currently at Disneyland Paris, you have to virtual queue for the characters, and unless you're there at rope drop, you're not meeting that character.
No. Yeah.
So do
yeah.
you just never meet characters now?
See, Kurt's right too.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kurt. Also, no guarantee after you pay, you get the ride that you want. Exactly.
Yeah, so you could pay, $20, $15 and still not getting on any rides.
Yeah, and it says as well, like you can book a ride and then it'll give you the next available slot, doesn't it? So if you book a ride and then the next available slot isn't for 4 hours, then you've got 4 hours
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Exactly, because then you can't even get another one.
No.
Like, what if you want to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and they say, okay, the next, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. The next available time is going to be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's nothing else you can do, and you've just paid $15 per person to wait 7 hours.
Yeah.
This is how has this got okayed? How has this got passed?
We all know there are people that are going to pay it, and there are people that are going to pay it every time they go.
Right.
So do you think that this then will work as some kind of queue control, whereas it will split it better, or not really? No.
I think it'll make standby lines longer.
Mm.
Do you think Disney knows something that we don't? Do you think they got a bigger picture in mind that potentially will swings and roundabouts you're going to gain somewhere else?
I don't think
I'm
so.
really hoping there is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to really kind of gauge what their, besides making money, what their whole motivation is behind it.
Yeah, and obviously that's kind of bad, and it is bad because they make enough money. However, if that, like I say, I'm slightly different. If me paying $15 a day for fast passes keeps cast members' jobs and it creates more rides and more attractions, and it keeps everything good, then I'm okay with it to a degree. But if you're not getting any of that as well, and it's just one way, give, take, no give, then what are you doing it for?
Right.
That's. Yeah,
it is frustrating.
I was just reading Kurt's. Jody said she'll pay for all of us to go try this out. Okay, we'll take you up. Thanks, Jody. We'll take you up on that. We'll do some research. Kurt and Jody, come along.
I think as well, like for me, and my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom is Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a queue for that, and sometimes there's not. So I probably would manage. And I do like that you can click like your favorites and it'll give you notifications. I quite like that because I can always ride that or Pirates of the Caribbean or the Little Mermaid one and I'm happy. But if you want to do anything that has a bigger ride, a bigger standby queue.
Yeah.
You're done, aren't you?
I can do it.
And then
I need a glass for the rest of my
more okay. Yeah. And it's just pushing people out of the standby queue and into the restaurants and the shops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had a thought though. I don't mean to interrupt you. I had a thought. A lot of times, like when we go in the summer, I can see us I can consider us buying the $15 for summertime. If it'll get you through the rides kind of quicker in the summer when it's super hot and things like that. Wintertime, I can stay in the outside queue for 45 minutes and not have a problem. So maybe you would use it at certain times during the year or, I don't know.
For me, I think we talked about this last night, just, me and Emma. And for me, I would expect, and I know it's not Disney, but in Alton Towers, a theme park in England, quite a big one, I would expect to have to pay for fast passes. You do have to pay for fast passes in any other theme park.
Well, you pay for a ticket.
Yeah.
But
and if you needed a fast pass, you pay that.
That skips the queue. Don't
Yeah. So
why don't we just go back to the old system of just buying a ticket per ride?
Right.
Kind of how it feels.
That's what it feels like to me. It's like just get a ticket book that has and then
you pay more for e-ticket rides, and that's kind of what it is. It's
like they're going back to the old system.
Yeah, but then I don't understand why they've done it the way they've done it either. Because if they want to do the Genie Plus, which is the $15, fine. And then they're like, but if you want to ride these good ones, then you have to pay more. Why not just make the Genie Plus $20?
What are you doing, Disneyland?
Why not just charge more for your hotel stay?
Yeah.
Why
Or
is
just charge more for your day ticket.
Yeah.
You know, add another
Instead of
20
doing
bucks
that,
on your day
just, you
ticket.
know, up the
Because
prices.
then it
on
would
the-
make people feel like they're still getting the same value out of their ticket.
Right.
You know, this kind of makes it, just to me anyway, it makes it feel like they're giving people less value for the entry ticket that they purchased,
Which is already hella expensive.
which is already hella expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from the UK as well, there's so many people that booked trips before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Still have vouchers or trips booked that they've rebooked, and it's changed so much, and it's just constantly like, oh, adding on for that, oh, adding on for that. Like, they're making it such a bad experience. I mean, I still like Disney, so I want to put that out there. I would go and not pay for the ticket and have a great, regardless of the fast passes, I like Disney. But I'm not necessarily going to want to rush on to all of these big rides. I don't normally. But the amount that we've had to add on or think about adding on for trips
Yeah.
and the prices have gone up since the pandemic anyway.
Absolutely, but like I said earlier,
And we lost the dining plan.
I almost expected prices to go up. I just didn't expect them to do it in this way. You know,
Right.
I think like I would have done it on merch. I'd have put, I don't know, $100 for a Spirit jersey, or I don't know, a bit more than that, and then it's choices rather than, you know, you must do it to get what you want out for the ride.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have done it completely differently, even though they need to make the money back.
I
But-
agree. I mean, I totally would have thought that they could have made up that difference with merch. You know, that would have been, because the price of a Spirit jersey is $69.99. People could pay $85.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, for a Spirit jersey, or
And they'll probably sell more Spirit jerseys than they would fast passes anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of think it's just
I just feel like it's gonna go downhill because they're starting to focus on money and not the experience.
Yeah.
That's where it's gonna go downhill.
Well,
Oh.
And that's not what Disney's about.
No, it's
No.
not. No.
That's what Universal's about. That's what all the other theme parks are about. Disney was always apart from that because theirs was about the experience, not the money. Even though they brought in the money, it was, you know, they made your experience magical.
But then again, it's almost like Universal's kind of doing it better almost. Yeah, Universal's paying for or you have to pay for Express Pass, but if you're staying at a deluxe resort, it's included.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're paying, you know, maybe you're
Probably paying $100 more a night.
Maybe you're paying $100 more for a night for your deluxe room, but it's included. So it makes you feel.
So you're like, okay,
yeah, it makes
wow,
you feel like I'm getting a good deal here.
I'm getting an experience here.
Right. So, you know,
The ultimate question is, sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
I think the ultimate question is it, when do we say enough's enough? When do we say, I'm not going then? Because
I'm close.
For me, I think I'm okay for the normal fast passes. I'll be okay per day if I want a fast pass to pay $15.
Yeah, but it's not about that.
It's not about that because it's the parking, it's everything else they've done. I'm not saying it's good. It's not. It's not. It's been awful. However, when do we say enough's enough? When, as a collective Disney fan, what we all are, what we love Disney, and
Well, let's show them tough love then. But then it's not about that, is it? Because what this is going to do is for two of us to go to Disney World, I mean, we fly premium, so there's that. Bear that in mind. But it's cost minimum of what, $7,000 minimum.
Yeah.
I can go on 2 Caribbean holidays for that. So next time you're booking, you're going to consider that, aren't you? You're going to be like, we could go there, or do we
Totally.
go to the actual world?
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. When do we say, you know?
Well, you
we're
say
not-
it when you feel like it,
but,
don't you?
and I know, but do we still feel it's worth it? Do we feel like going to Disney? Say we have a lucky enough, we go tomorrow. Do we still say, with all this new things coming in, it's a holiday that we still would want to go on?
Yeah. Because I'm happy to miss rides out.
Let me
Yeah.
just give you a little example of. I am one of the biggest Disney fans in the world. I love Disney. I love it so much. But guess who is going to Universal for their Halloween Horror Nights? And you know why? Let me just tell you why. For $75 a person, Kai and I get into Universal Halloween Horror Nights for the price of one Boo Bash ticket, which was 3 hours long from 9:30 to 12:30. Universal's Halloween Horror Nights is from 6:30 to 1 a.m. and for half the price. And it's Universal.
scary. It's
I know,
scary.
but I like scary. That's the thing.
I don't like scary, so I'm not going.
So anyway, what I'm saying is I would never consider this ever because I'm so loyal. I was
Well,
loyal
you've
to
always
Disney.
wanted to go to Halloween.
I know,
Horror
but I've
Nights,
never done
never
it.
seriously.
Never
Yeah.
seriously thought about it until now. And it's
The
like,
Halloween at Universal is awesome. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's-
But then it's crazy to think when we went in 2015, they did a 24-hour event that didn't cost a thing.
Right.
Well, it cost your park ticket, but we didn't pay extra for it. We got 24 hours of shows, rides, music, dancing, there was snacks.
Yeah.
And then it didn't cost anything. And now they're like, can I have $200 so you can
Hang out for 2 hours.
yeah, so you can like hang out for 2 hours and get to see a villain, cavalcade come by your face.
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
that-
I agree with you, Wayne. Universal sent Disney a big fruit basket to say, hey, thanks. Yeah, because I do think a lot of people are thinking about, I personally know of one other exclusive Disney couple that's like, we just booked a trip to Universal for next year. What do you think? A lot of people are going to be saying that,
Yeah.
we need to weigh our options. I mean, we've even talked about next year. Okay, we may not go as much as we did,
Yeah,
this
we've already
year,
cut
or-
back on our trips for next year.
So, I think
That's the only way they're going to get the message.
that's the only way they're going to get the message.
people
is for
stop
people
spending
to
money.
Go, okay, we're not going to, I mean, we're lucky. We are super lucky. We get to go often.
Yeah.
I really don't think they'll care. I really don't think they got enough money in their
Let me tell you, they do care.
pocket
Because
about.
let me tell you, give you an example. When they reinstituted the mask policy, people canceled in droves.
They did.
And then guess what? They backed off.
Yeah, because now the mask policy is, okay, you only have to wear it
In indoor rides.
indoor rides. You don't have to wear them in outdoor rides at all now, outdoor queues, anything like that. So, I mean, they do listen. I mean, remember when they opened Ohana and the Ohana noodles were like the big, everybody loved to go to Ohana and get the noodles. They didn't have the noodles on the menu when Ohana first opened, and
big
everybody
stink.
freaked out. They're like, where's my noodles? I'm coming to Ohana for these noodles.
Yeah.
Now they have the noodles back,
Yeah.
So they do, I think
They
do
do listen. And I'm telling you, when people start canceling trips like they did after they reinstituted the mask policy, they start to back off. And if people start canceling trips because of this new thing,
They're going to be
they're
like,
going to be like, okay, we need to
rethink it." Yeah.
rethink this.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Welcome. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. And they got rid of the shrimp casserole too. Yes, that heinous shrimp casserole
Jen has commented in the chat. And the shrimp casserole.
and the shrimp casserole. I mean, I honestly think that if they were to reevaluate, and I've said this all along, if you're staying at a deluxe resort, yeah, you get the extra 2 hours at the end of the evening. Great. What if they included the regular Disney Genie, fast pass, $15 a day thing in your deluxe resort stay? If you're staying at a moderate resort, you get two ride choices, kind of like a fast pass,
Or they make it a discount.
or they discount it.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
for,
$10 instead
give
of
you an
$15.
incentive for actually staying on property, or give you an incentive for staying at a more expensive resort. Right now, it's like, no matter where you're at, you're paying more, but you're paying more to park at a deluxe resort. You're paying more to park at a moderate resort. What's the incentive to make you spend more money, staying somewhere a little bit nicer? So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point. You can still go to Disney and not pay for these things.
Totally.
Can, but then what experience you're going to have on that day? You can't get on nothing.
But we've gone to Disney and not had fast passes before.
Yeah, you've missed fast passes because you were hangry.
Well, I mean, for the last year and a half, we've gone to Disney and haven't had fast passes.
Well, yeah, because they've been gone.
And, we've lived through it, and it was fine.
We survived it.
We survived it, actually.
But you're not going to get on the decent rides. You're not going to get on the most popular rides.
Right. Yeah, and I think
You'll
like
never you want to say Flight of Passage. You'll
Well,
never
you
go
say
and
that
visit that.
though, but at the very beginning, when Flight of Passage first came out, you couldn't get fast passes for it. People were queuing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't queue that long, but
Exactly.
that's because my attention span doesn't last that
exactly.
long.
So if you want to get on that ride, you queue on that for 2 hours, if you're lucky.
At
Yeah.
the beginning,
It's like I don't think they listen to socials because there's a bunch of nut jobs on socials. So, well, how they listen to dollars and cents. When you stop coming, they start listening.
that's another
Yeah.
thing. Actually, Cindy's mentioned bringing your own lunch, but they took away Disney dining, and they've been saying it's coming back. But what price will that be?
Right.
I mean, that's the only thing they took away that I think I'd be okay with, because we talked to you guys about it before, and
right.
that's, I think you just pay for it out of pocket, and
Right. And believe me, we loved our Disney dining plan.
Yeah.
We loved it. And we were really upset when they took it away. I mean, because it was easy. You know, you pay for everything up front and you don't have to do anything else but pay tips, you know, when you go to eat, or extra like alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
But then the more we did it, the more we were like, this isn't so bad, you know? So I don't know if this thing is going to be kind of the same. Is this not going to be so bad? I don't know.
like I said, it's going to be doing Disney different completely, and the only way really to know is to suck it and see.
Yeah. See, just like Sophie said, I think that would be perfect.
Yes.
You know, get something for staying at a deluxe, get something maybe just a little bit less for staying at a moderate, and then something a little bit less for staying at a value. You know, that way because there's a ton of hotels off property.
Oh yeah, like right there next to Disney Springs too, and you can just walk to Disney Springs and hop on a bus. And I mean, what if they start charging for Disney transportation?
Yeah, that's gonna piss me
okay,
off.
we're already paying for parking. So.
I know, but
what if they pay you to take the monorail, or what if you have to pay to take the monorail?
Well, they're not going to pay us to take the monorail.
or you have to pay to take the boats, you know, or whatever.
Then we're going to have to swim.
Is it done? Is any other stuff coming out what we don't know about yet?
Not that we know. We're just speculating.
We're just saying.
I'm making jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Cindy's got it right. Disney has customers requesting the opportunity to get more, just to spend more to get more. I mean, it would feel, if they're going to increase prices on everything, if they're going to say you're going to have to pay more, but this is what you're going to get from it, not you're going to have to pay more, but you know, staying on site, you're not really getting anything from it. So I don't know.
And some of the like villas off-site are so close and so nice looking.
Yeah.
Like we stay on Disney because it was convenient and you could book things early, but you can't do that now. So
no. I mean,
Here's an example. Kelly actually agreed to stay one night off property when we go in December.
Dun, dun, dun.
Stay somewhere different.
This has never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened. She doesn't care if it's Pop Century or All-Star Movies. She wants to be on property. We are staying in a hotel off property for one night when we come in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because this has kind of made us be like, okay, what else is out there?
Yeah, we're going to start looking at the other stuff. Where else
can we spend our money? I mean, we're not going to quit going. That's bottom line. We are not going to not go. But it's kind of like, okay, maybe we'll go less.
Or maybe we'll stay somewhere else.
And stay somewhere else. Yeah.
I mean, I would consider a villa now.
Well, have you guys, just to briefly slip off subject, there's it comes up on my Facebook sometimes that there's a Harry Potter themed Airbnb or villa right by, I assume, Orlando, and it's so amazing that I want to stay there and just run around and be like, so I would, and that's like half of the price.
Mm-hmm.
Fit in like 3 times the amount of people.
Yeah.
Right.
And it probably has its own pool and everything.
Yeah.
I think,
and it looks like Black Lake and there's mermaids.
I think a lot of people are going to start considering staying off property, you know? So,
because we're still going to be coming, but I'm not personally not going to be paying $40 for any ride. So,
right. I mean, that's the thing is we're not going to stop going, but we're probably not going to pay $30 a person to ride Tron. You know, I mean, we can wait a year until the queue dies down and you know, that's okay.
Yeah, we're the same. We've had a lot of trips cancelled.
Yeah.
We feel yeah. But then
Yeah, it sucks.
also another thing, when we book our packages in the UK,
Yeah, I was going to
we
say that.
have
Yeah.
it's always been an option. You get 14 park day tickets for the price of 7.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that, but then asking me to pay more
Yeah.
park ticket when I get there?
But also on our tickets it says fast passes.
It did. It doesn't
Oh.
now, but they used to advertise it on the Virgin website. Like there was a little sign and it told you how to do it.
See,
Is
that
it
makes me curious. Like, are they gonna, like, for all the people like you guys in the UK, are they gonna say, okay, since your ticket says fast passes, are they gonna include your Genie Plus?
It's disappeared now.
I can't imagine
Oh,
it's disappeared from the website. But if
What would be
somebody,
interesting because that's illegal. They can't advertise on what people thought we was getting and not getting it now.
yeah.
As well
but if it doesn't say, if you haven't had it and it doesn't say it on the booking, then
as Photo Pass. That's
well, Photo
on,
Pass will still get.
right, okay.
Because
Yeah, I think, I mean, for us, since being annual pass holders, we'll still get Photo Pass.
yeah, we get Memory Maker. That's still on there, Dawn. So, oh, that hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I was reading Kai's comment, convinced that most of the negativity from Genie Plus is just the what ifs. Yeah. And where will they draw the line? Yeah, because right now it just kind of seems like it's just more and
Damn,
more.
you're smart.
I know she is smart, isn't she?
So smart.
You know, it's just, I think right now people
I want to
just,
hang out with her.
are just frustrated because it's just, you know, like you said, there's more and then this and then this and then this and then this. And they haven't really balanced it out with anything like it's all this and none of this, you know. So,
Yeah, so like it's going like this.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you're paying more, we're giving less.
You know, plus just all the frustration of people not being able to travel like you guys. And, you know, it's just a lot to kind of handle at the moment.
Yeah.
I think their timing was crap.
Kaya, can you put the link to your channel in there?
I don't know if she can, and I don't know how to.
Oh, you're not a mod. Oh, she has to be a mod. Her name is Kaya Chamomile, Dom. It's like the tea chamomile, and Kaya Kiya.
Yeah.
I'll WhatsApp it to you, Dawn, if you like.
Oh, Tim Tracker has access to the app. Of course he does.
No, because I don't want to watch Tim Tracker big it up. That's the problem. Everyone's so nice about it. They're like, well, I wonder though if they've gone all of this stuff all at once, so you can all have your temper tantrums, get over it, and then come to Disney and be like, oh, it's not that bad. Fingers crossed that's what they're doing.
Fingers crossed. I mean, really, when new stuff kind of comes out at Disney, everybody has this big old like blow up over it. And then it kind of smooths over, and then people are kind of like, okay, that's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. We'll see if this is the same situation.
Let's hope
Right.
so.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. We'll be fine.
It's been kicking off with we go on our cruise in 39 days. Very excited.
Yay.
Yay!
They have no cruise merch
No.
available.
Really? On the whole ship?
From the looks of it, people have been really struggling with like anything magic specific.
Yeah.
There's hardly any spirit jerseys, hardly any mugs. I think the Christmas ornaments I read last were like, no. It was so funny. Like, it's not a big deal for me, but some people are getting real mad about it on the Facebooks.
Well, I don't think that's very fair. You know, they should have, you know, made or allocated enough so that everybody that's taking a staycation cruise should have the opportunity to buy that, not just the people that got on first.
Well, I think they've been waiting for a shipment.
Oh.
Well, they're blaming Brexit, which a lot of people blame Brexit for a lot of things.
Everything, yeah.
So, but I mean,
I blame Joe.
Yeah. Let's blame Joe.
I blame Joe. It's Joe's fault.
We got to blame somebody, right?
Yeah.
Joe and Bob Chapek.
Yeah. Joe and Bob.
Yeah, I'm bored.
Cindy, I totally agree with you. It's like I said before, it's like right now Disney shouldn't be like sticking the knife in deeper. They should be like helping you to heal the wound.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of what Disney's
that's what hurts the most.
Theme has been all about, is bringing people together and having a good time, and you can you be a kid while you're there and not worry about the outside world. I mean, built walls so that you couldn't see the outside world. You know, he made it to where he made it to this alternate reality.
Were you insulated from the outside world?
Yeah, and now they're just like
now they're bringing the outside
reality
world
in,
and it's like, you know, like seriously.
But this just makes me laugh every time I see it. Bob Paycheck. It's so frustrating. And it's even more frustrating knowing that my opinion, and I'm still going to go. Because now I'm like disappointed in myself.
I know. It's like I haven't canceled a trip yet either, but you know, we did cancel one reservation and we moved it to a different hotel.
Yeah.
So that's a step.
Yeah. But I think
it's just a lot of money just to not enjoy it, just to not get what you want from it. You know,
actually, we changed too to make cheaper hotels. We went from one place to a moderate from a deluxe. We went from a deluxe to a moderate just because it was like, you know, we got to pay more for other things. We might as well pay less for a hotel.
Yeah.
This kid can't be Brexit. Must be Joe.
Yeah, right.
All boys, all of them.
All of them. Let's play
all of the above.
Yeah.
All I need is be in a room with that Bob guy.
That Bob.
The Bob guy.
That Bob guy, Bob Paycheck.
Yeah, I need to
Who
be
looks a lot like John.
I need to be in a room with Boris, and I need to be in a room with Joe. I've conversation
what
with
are you doing? Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think Joe would be able to find the room though.
Gary, I don't know how to hire a hitman.
Gary might know.
Yeah, Gary.
Let's talk.
Yeah, I mean, I can, like Bob and I have talked about going back to the whole Genie Plus thing. I can totally see it being justifiable if you're going to be there for like 2 days. You want to get the most out of your ride experience and things like that. You know, if you're going to just like Disneyland, you and Kai went to Disneyland, you paid for Max Pass for 2 days. It was worth it.
It was worth it.
Right? And back then it was what, $10?
Yeah, but the thing
day.
about that was it's different situation because you had to go to a kiosk to get fast passes. You couldn't pre-book fast passes.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to you do what's the easiest and what takes the less time.
So Max Pass at Disneyland made it so you could book it on your phone.
Yes.
So
Instead
they
of
actually
going
made
to
it easier.
they made it easier to book a fast pass versus we're taking away your 3 fast passes that you can book 60 days in advance
On your phone.
If you're, you know, staying on property, 30 days if you're not. So that they took away something. They didn't add to it.
Yeah. Like
That's the difference is they took away. They just made it less for more instead of making more for more.
That's so funny, Wayne. They won't take away our freedom.
That's so true as well. It's definitely going to crash.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it always crashes.
It always crashes.
You know, the first day they had you had to book park passes, man, that thing was crashed.
Oh, that was
crashed for a week because it was so bad. They were not ready for it.
They were not ready for that.
But Disney, this is kind of the same, but kind of similar. So, like in the beginning of Disney time, they had the Disney ears, the black ones, you know, that hurt your head and they pinched really tight there. And that was, and you used to get like sparkly ones, and that was it though. They were all kind of the same. And then people started being really creative and being like, I don't want to wear your boring ears. And now they come out with things like this. And now Disney change up their ears so often. So maybe they do listen.
I would like
They
to
listen. I know they listen.
I think they do, honestly.
I just think right now we got a guy, like I said before, we got a guy who's merchandise, not experience, and he's trying to squeeze every dollar he can because that's what merchandise people do. No fault to him. It's in his DNA. That's what he does. I blame the board for appointing him the CEO.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's going to take a hit because that's not what Disney's about.
But like, I mean, if you guys have watched, and we know you guys have watched the Imagineering story, and they kind of go through every Disney CEO and what they've done for the parks and if it worked or if it didn't work. I mean, this has happened in the past.
Oh, yeah.
When they had a CEO that came from merchandising, the same thing happened.
He lasted a year.
Parks and Experiences went way down, and you know he lasted a year, and then they kind of brought somebody else.
They brought Michael Eisner in, who was
Melinda.
like totally into entertainment because he came from, you know, a TV or a network, which was all about his thing, entertainment. So, and he brought it all. He raised the level. He raised the bar.
Let's get a new Bob in there.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would totally do. I take this ball right here. It's gonna kick some ass, take some
Because
names.
we own a small business and we know the value of our customer.
It's
and
like,
we know you have to take care of the people.
yeah, because it's like what it's the 80-20 rules. 20% of your customers pays 80% of your bills.
Yeah.
It's like that. You take care of the people who come.
Yeah. That's exactly it, though, isn't it? Because me and John, and I know you guys as well, when we go to Disney, happy to spend the money. We've sat there and we paid for dessert parties, which is literally cake. We've paid
exactly
to sit at
And
a
you're
table
happy
and
to
eat.
do it. Yeah.
We really enjoyed it. Would recommend, just so you know.
Yeah.
We would recommend. But that could they not just do more of that?
I mean, there's so much they could have done to make it less of a bitter pill.
Put
They
on
could have
another
done.
breakfast. Put on like a special breakfast.
It's a really
Oh.
bitter pill to swallow right now. They could have done it. They could have made it easier.
Yeah, so I'm happy
Yeah.
to pay $70 to sit at a table and eat cake, but I'm not happy to pay $15 to ride all of the ride because of how they've done it.
Right.
And because like I said, instead of adding to it, they took away.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't.
If they would have added to it and say, hey, you can still get your 3 fast passes, but if you want to pay more, you can get more.
Yeah.
If you can.
Or if for annual pass holders, we don't know what they're going to do for annual pass holders and DVC members because they haven't announced anything yet. But bring back the DVC parties. They were free. If you were a DVC member, you could go for free and spend 3 hours. It was just like an after hours party. You had food included, things like that. Those are gone. It's like, at least start bringing back something that's like, okay, it's a balance. It's all about balance. And Wayne, I love your idea of Jungle Booze.
Jungle Booze.
Have a drinking competition and call it Jungle Booze. And yes, you're always invited back.
Yes, you are. We love you, Wayne.
Yeah. When we watched Wayne's video about an hour before we did this, and we were like, oh no.
Yes, we know it's going to be controversial this one.
Yeah. Yeah. But they used to do like villains things, didn't they? Like special meet and greet dinner things with villains. And I would pay for that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be more willing to pay for more like after hours experiences and things like that rather than having to pay for fast passes. I mean, I would actually, okay, if you had a choice, would you rather have there be no fast passes whatsoever and then pay extra for after hours or special events? Or would you rather pay for fast passes?
Because the after hours and special events are limited capacity, so you
Yeah.
don't need fast passes.
So I would much rather pay $130 for an after hours event than, what it would be if the 3 of us went, $45 a day for Genie Plus.
Yeah.
That's spending more money. I mean, that would be like $360.
yeah.
But the thing is, they got to pay people to stay, so it costs them more in the
That's
long
why they
run.
charge more, though.
Yeah, that's why they charge you $150
I suppose
for a freaking boo bash.
I suppose it depends on how long you're willing to stand in a queue for.
Yeah.
True.
Because if you're like, okay, well, I'll stand in a queue for an hour and a half, then you don't need a fast pass. You're just happy to stand in a queue, just stand in the queue.
Yeah, I know, but if you stood in the queue for an hour and a half, what a holiday is that? If you stood
Well,
there
it's the same as when
every
you go
day.
to Paris.
Again, but
You're
you're
there for 2 weeks, dude. What's the big deal?
4 days, maximum 3 days.
Okay, but so Peter Pan ride, for example, the last we only rode it when we were there last because we had a fast pass. Were you that bothered about riding it?
What?
The Peter Pan
No.
ride? Would you have
I would never
queued?
ride that again.
But so that you just won't ride it.
No.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
But if you want to ride a ride, you'll queue for it, won't you?
Yeah.
So, and we queue in Paris.
We do, but you don't. Yeah, I don't think you should have.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, John. Let me just ask you this. Okay, let's get to the psychology of it. Why actually are you buying the fast passes so you can feel special and go through a special line? No, seriously, yeah.
I probably would.
That's the only reason I would do it, so I can be like, ha ha, losers, we're going here. You know?
No, I just think it's.
That always makes me feel really awkward, actually. When you walk past people and you're like, sorry.
No, but okay, but why do you rent a Range Rover instead of a Dodge,
Yeah, John.
John?
So you feel special.
Yeah, so you can feel special. Why do you pay more money? You pay more money to feel special. You buy Prada instead of DSW cheap shoes because you want to feel special.
I don't have a 4-year-old.
It's
and
perceived
40 minutes
value.
is
It's all
about-
perceived
It's
value.
all about the value.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
and it's the value's different for everybody.
I know.
You know, which is
I mean, 40 minutes I'd wait. If it's 40 minutes, I'd wait. I
yeah.
would.
40
If
minutes
it's-
is where I start getting whingy.
Yeah, if it's more than that, then I think, you know, I paid all this money to come on a supposed to be amazing holiday, trip of a lifetime, blah blah blah, and I'm sitting in the queue.
Mm.
Yeah, Cindy has a point. She's terrible at tech and will pay to ride other than stressing over get a boarding pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get that.
You know, if that's, I agree. If that one ride is super important to you, by all means, do it. You know, it's just us personally. I don't think there's any one ride in particular.
Well, it's hard for us because
Well, it is really hard for us.
we're fortunate, and
'Cause-
really, and I know
yeah.
I can feel people hating on us right now because we go so often. But you know,
I'm sorry about that.
no, I'm not sorry at all. I'm just gonna say it makes me feel special, so I'm going. But anyway, yes, and I really, really, really hate that you can't come right now. I think it's so. I don't really understand why.
And
but-
I think
Because Biden doesn't like the UK.
I know. He doesn't like anybody. He don't even like Americans. Okay.
we're not going to get into
So,
politics.
Anyway, he doesn't even like us.
He doesn't even like us. But no, I mean, I think that's the thing that aggravates me the most is it doesn't affect us as a family personally. It affects our friends.
Yes, and I hate that.
And that's what I don't like
And
is,
I-
you know, we
yes.
could care less, you know, like Kurt said, we don't have to pay for it. It's not a big deal to us. I don't like it.
Cindy, I love you so
We
much.
love
You
you,
are
yeah.
like the bomb.
And I'm sorry I'm passing on my FOMO to you.
So
I just hate it for the people that we care about and that can't go as often as we do. So it's not us. It's everybody everybody else.
Why does I'm sorry. Go ahead, Emma.
I don't think it will affect us as much as it will affect maybe families.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Because we can queue if
Yeah.
we want to. And if we really want to, we can pay the
Yeah.
$15 and just do it.
Wayne, you're still a nice boy. we just bring out the edginess in you.
Just
That's
hang
all.
with us a little more often, man.
And I think it'll encourage us to do more things that aren't rides.
I
as
mean,
well,
we might
so.
split the holiday. You know, eventually, if we do can come soon, then it might we might maybe stay 7 days and then 7 days somewhere else. You know, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's ways to do it. I just
I think what upsets me the most is just how it's changing. It's like my Disney and everybody's Disney who grew up with it, who loves Disney, loves the Walt way, you know, it's just kind of has lost some of its heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what hurts the most.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're not going to stop coming because it's still Disney, you know, but it's just not, my love for them has lowered just a little.
You're having an argument with them right now.
I am having an argument
You're
with
having
them
a
right
couple
now.
spat
And
right
I'm like,
now.
and when they want to kiss and make up, they can come talk
And
to
we'll
me.
be there.
And I'll be there. I'll be waiting for the apology
like,
or whatever.
God.
But everything in life in general has changed so much. You know, we can't even go to Ireland without paying for God knows how much to get tests and that. You know, everything's changed, and nothing's been good. What's come out of anything?
Right. That's what I think too, is where's the good? Where's the good stuff? You know, I mean, we take little things like, oh, Casey's Corner's opening up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like,
Space 220 though.
well, yes.
Yeah, that's opening too.
And you've been waiting forever and a day for that
Yeah.
one.
I'm really glad that they've only just announced it, because if Space 220 opened a year ago and everyone else could go and I had to sit at home and watch them go to a space themed restaurant, I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
Wayne's going to sell one of his
I
twins.
know. Wayne, keep the evil one. The evil twins are more fun.
I think you get more money if you sell both of them though, right?
Yeah, don't you get it like a bookends, kind of
And
a
like,
pair?
I know.
Boba.
I'm super excited about Boma.
Yeah, Boma's opening
I
up too.
love Boma.
And it's going to be a full buffet too.
Yeah, it's the very first
The first buffet.
to open, like real live
I
buffet.
love buffets.
I know you do. I know some people hate buffets, but I know. I'm not a big buffet fan, but I do like Boma. I really like Boma.
You could
But
say,
I mean, that's, that's the thing is now we have to take the tiniest little things
Yeah.
and make them like big, happy stuff because all of this other BS that's coming out right now is just like,
yeah,
what the hell? What's next? So we have to take the little things.
It's like they didn't send me flowers, but they did give me a card.
I know.
Yeah.
Buffets are just so different now. Like now when I
Yeah.
see a buffet, I can only think about people coughing on it.
yeah.
Well, you have to wear your mask up to the buffet. So
I know,
they're
but-
only going to be coughing in their mask.
If you're in a cough, you have to cough through a mask.
I'm like, birthday cakes. How were people doing those before and it was acceptable? And now, if someone blows out a cake, you can keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been okay if it was still a buffet, but then you told the people behind the counter what you wanted.
Yeah.
I think that's how they're doing it on the cruises.
They may
now.
do it there too. Like in
No,
Beaumont.
they're letting you pick up utensils, and because they said they're replacing the utensils often.
Oh, well, I don't have a problem with that.
I know, but you're not.
Most
you're
people
not
sanitize their hands before they go in there anyway.
But you're not a big germaphobe person.
I'm not.
anyway.
I'd be like, give me germs. I don't care.
Germs build your immunity.
Germs build my immunity. That's all I know about it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm excited to see how the Genie app works. Not for it to plan my entire day out, but for me to say Haunted Mansion is my favorite, and for it to tell me every single time there's a queue less than 20 minutes, so that I can rush over there and ride it 12 times a day.
I don't know.
Then I'd be really happy with that, to be honest.
I don't know. I was excited. I was excited until about an hour ago.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. 1972 to Polynesia for a week with tickets and food for, oh my God.
Do you know how much $972 was in 1972? That was like 60,000. Okay. That's the equivalent of $60,000. I mean, my parents to come up with $1,000 in 1972 would be like, wow, we were staying
That's like
at the
10 grand.
we were
today,
staying at the Ritz. Okay. So I know it's all relative
Those
to the
good old
time.
days.
But yeah, so they paid a buttload for that.
Yeah.
I would like to pay $972.
Yeah, right.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Well, is that a bad thing that we changed your mind, John? Or
We'll see.
we'll see.
I actually, folks, I really can't say anything bad about Genie Plus because we haven't seen it yet. We don't know how it works. And if it does, there have been things because like I was so salty about them changing Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean the
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror to Guardians of the Galaxy, but you know what? It's twice as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm open for waiting for Genie Plus, but the Fast Pass thing is not kosher.
It's not cool.
Cool
No,
Disney.
No.
not
But
cool.
then I
Not
probably, I'm like, we travel for 2 weeks normally, and I'm probably going to do it twice at least while I'm there.
But I honestly think that twice is reasonable. I mean, because I guess the deal is if you book it ahead of time, you have to pay for your length of stay. That's how I've read it. If you're going to buy it ahead of time before your trip, you have to pay for the whole time that you're there. If you want to do per day, you have to buy it
that
the day of.
Okay.
Okay, so if you buy it beforehand,
Right.
You're paying for 14 days.
Yeah.
If
You
you're
have
there
to buy it as a package.
You have to buy it as a package.
That's so stupid because we only pay for 7 days worth of tickets.
Yeah, so you can't say, oh, I want it for the 12th.
but
And
could you
the
buy it for 7
16th.
days?
You would have to buy it for 7 days.
You have to buy it for 7 days.
We have
So-
to buy it for 14 because our trip is 14. Which
I
means
think it's probably tied to your ticket, though. You probably only have to buy 7 days.
our ticket is a 14-day ticket.
Oh, well, yeah, then you'd have to buy
For
it
the
14
price of
days. Mhm.
Which means that the days that you're not in Disney, or the days that you're only in Disney for the evening, or the days where you're in Disney Springs, you're still paying for it.
So
Yeah.
you just get up in the morning and just I'm going to buy it for today and
Subject to availability.
subject to availability.
If you bought it beforehand, could you do your fast passes beforehand?
I'm not getting up at 12
You cannot do fast passes beforehand. You have to do them on the day of.
Okay, day of purchase is available. Oh, 12 midnight. Is that right, Kurt? Were you so 12 midnight? So if you're going on June the 1st and you want your Genie Plus for June the 2nd, you could
Yeah.
buy it at midnight.
June the 2nd.
June the 2nd.
Yeah, the logo could have been Scrooge McDuck.
So King Daddy just said 12. And Kurt said
12
12.
o'clock,
12
yeah.
o'clock.
We don't know that yet.
But that's still the
Cindy.
same day of purchase.
Yeah, we don't know. I haven't heard that if you have an annual pass, if you can book ahead or not.
Probably, which would mean that you would either have to pay for 14 days or you don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't come out with the annual pass perks
Yeah,
yet,
they
if they're
haven't.
even going to have any.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they're waiting to see how many people bitch.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. I know it's been. Hey, things have been blowing up around here. It's like Disney stock has gone down.
Did you look at it today?
No, but that's what your dad said
Oh,
yesterday.
my dad said yesterday.
Mhm.
I looked at today. It was up today.
Well, he said it went up, when they reported earnings for the year, and then now that since this Genie Plus announcement, it's gone down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's mad to me because I would imagine because of the pandemic, less people are going to want to travel straight away anyway. Especially like people aren't booking Disney trips from the UK like on a whim, are they? They're not,
Right.
because it's not on a whim price.
I mean, people from the United States are because
yeah.
Disney.
Disney is packed.
Last time we were there, I mean, it's a lot slower now. I don't know if that has to deal with this news or if people have just gone back to school.
Yeah.
But the parks are a lot emptier now. But when we were there last time, 80% of the people that we overheard conversations, it was their very first trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I think like Emma said earlier, if it was your first trip, you would be really,
I've been missed.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
big time.
You don't know what it was like there, I suppose.
Well, it went down last time because of the mask announcement. I almost canceled our trip because
You
of the
almost
mask.
did, yeah.
I was this close to canceling the trip because of that, but I had Boo Bash tickets. That's the only reason I went.
That's what we were wondering as well, Wayne, because we cancelled a package with Virgin.
Yeah.
And we've maybe or maybe not rebooked for some time, maybe in the future, maybe not. And so we have Memory Maker included, and when we checked, that is still showing on our tickets. But FastPass, I don't know if it was ever a perk.
Yeah.
Or if it was just something that they advertised. Kaya has
A
a
spider
Kaya
friend.
has a spider friend.
take all the friends you can get.
8-legged or not.
But I would have left the room. So
Well, Copper's gonna eat it, so
Yeah.
it's okay. Copper's got it.
Copper's on.
Copper's like, I see it, I'm coming.
Yeah, Copper's got it cornered, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think when we finally get to go, I still think I'm gonna have an amazing time. I don't think it'll bother me that much. It's just I feel for people that really want to take the kids on all of these rides, get it all done, can't stand in queues, or
Absolutely.
don't want to stand in queues.
I feel really bad for families.
Yeah.
Families of 4, families of 5, big families.
Yeah, it's gonna
gonna
hurt. It's
Well,
gonna hurt.
I mean,
Free.
I think you can
That's
manage that better than 4 and 5s. But yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really want these weird photos though.
I mean, okay, aren't they a lot just like Snapchat? I mean,
Yeah,
aren't these
I
augmented
know
photos
that.
just like Snapchat? Snapchat filters has Disney filters when you're in the parks. It knows. So isn't it just like the same as Snapchat?
Yeah, they're just I think it's because Bobby Bob is trying to get Bobby Bob paycheck is trying to like reel in the like the electronic age people, which they don't have any money.
Old people, that's where all the money's
Yeah,
at.
we have the money. And
Bob
it's like,
Paycheck needs to watch this, and he can get his shit together.
yeah,
There
totally.
you go. That's it. Watch this, Bob.
It's like they're pandering to the wrong crowd, is what they're pandering to.
And I like the normal pictures that are with like they don't have the extra like. I guess the ones with the Tinkerbell, they're fine, but
That's what I saw
Yeah,
too, Kaya.
see, Kaya,
It's the
look at-
exact same as Snapchat filters.
Yeah, the augmented
Yeah.
photos are the same as Snapchat
Like
filters.
that's
then I
not
don't
cool.
want it.
Yeah.
And I think like in 2018 we used that filter one time.
Yeah.
The rest of it we were like,
Yeah, we did do it a lot. Yeah.
yeah. So
I don't know. Is it replacing Memory Maker? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just like an extra.
Yeah.
That's what I understood.
It's just to make you like it. It's like they put mayonnaise on the shit sandwich. I mean, maybe like ketchup.
Chocolate?
I don't know. Maybe chocolate. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, but they won't be available on Snapchat. But you can create your own filters on Snapchat, so somebody will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
somebody
will.
will do it.
Yeah.
There's always a way around that.
I'm not worried. Also, I'm really not worried about looking like Minnie Mouse. I've got ears. I could put them on my head. It'll be fine. I'm not over it. Like, no, I think we'll have a nice time anyway. And I think I'm happy to pay for the queue if I want to. But
Bob's over here making noise like a 6-year-old playing in his pretzel bowl.
I'm sorry, 7 years. 7-year-old.
7-year-old.
That's right. I'm in first grade, damn it.
First. At 7.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a quick learner.
I'm confused.
I'm ahead of the game. Hello.
How are you nearly in secondary school at 7?
Yeah.
Secondary school. What you
At
guys are
11,
smart.
When do you guys start school? What are you like?
when
3?
you're like 4.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
You don't
Is
start
it
school
6?
till 7.
Is it school 6?
Yeah, I was 7 when I was in first grade. It was like 6,
6,
7.
6th grade is kindergarten.
Because I changed halfway through the year because of my February birthday. So I
Yeah,
started at 6, I changed to 7 midway through, and then in second grade it's 7, 8.
5th grade's kindergarten. Y'all are on crack.
A 5?
Oh, is it
5
5?
is
So
kindergarten?
6 is first grade?
We don't know anything.
All right, then I'm in second grade then. I'm sorry.
We start at 4 and they start at 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's fine then. As long as you're not starting at 7 and we start at 4.
I'm in this mini
feel
grade.
like-
At least got some answer or something to this tonight.
Yeah, now we know that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not been a very positive
No.
topic,
No, it hasn't at all.
but it's been fun to kind of hash it out, hasn't it?
I think it's been okay. I mean, honestly, people need to vent their frustrations. And if you can't vent your frustrations and have a laugh at the same time, what good is it? I mean, because it's no good to keep all that stuff bottled up inside and just be upset about stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to talk about things that might be bothering you and have a laugh, I think it's all positive.
Oh yeah, and
actually.
it's like I said, I'm still gonna go. I just
Yes.
may not go in the same way that I've gone.
Or we may go and complain, like, this line is so freaking long.
But I mean, like I said,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pay so much money for food.
I'm going to hate it.
no, get
I
this.
love it.
When Kai and I went on our trip, we ate at McDonald's and we ate at Wendy's. Yeah,
That told them.
yeah, totally did, because I didn't go to Topolino's and spend $400 at Topolino's. I went to Wendy's and spent 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
must have got a lot of Wendy's to spend
Yeah,
40
well,
bucks.
when it was me, you, and Kai, it was 40. So, yeah.
And we're gonna drink cocktails, but we're gonna be mad about it.
No. I buy beer and put them in the fridge.
That's a good idea,
That's
actually.
awesome, yeah.
That's a really good
Oh
Absolutely.
idea.
no, they're out. They're on to you, Don and Gary.
So I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have said Hitman. Anyway,
Thanks, Gary.
yeah, they're listening. I'm
They're
telling
listening.
you, they're listening. So I'm still gonna go. I'm just gonna do it different. I'm gonna save money in other ways. So if they're gonna charge me more, I'm not gonna spend as much there because I'm gonna spend it at other hotels.
And I think a lot of people are going to
You
do
know,
that.
I'm
They're
gonna
have to
spend it.
balance
I'm
out.
gonna go eat.
220.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat off property more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, can
so
we have Taco Bell? Because that's in all of the American programs we watch over here, and we don't have Taco Bell. So
Yeah.
I'd like to try Taco Bell.
I can't get them to Taco Bell. They don't like it. I like
Well,
Taco
it
Bell.
doesn't matter because it was in all the Nickelodeon programs that I watched.
Oh, you know what? I will take you to Taco Bell. Okay, when you guys come and we hook up, I will take
We'll
you
go
to
to
Taco Bell.
Taco
We're gonna go buy John a cowboy hat, a real cowboy hat,
Well,
and then we're gonna go to Taco Bell to celebrate the hat.
Yeah.
And you know what they're gonna say when you go on Taco Bell? They go, "That is an awesome hat."
Oh, because I have a gluten intolerance. It's like it's a total pleasure.
Taco Bell is not a toilet crusher.
It depends on what you get.
You can get like a nice taco salad, so there's no gluten in that.
Right. Shall we wrap it up before we upset anyone else? Thank you guys for watching. We hope that you've had a giggle about it and that you don't feel too sad.
Yeah, I hope we weren't too harsh.
Yeah.
Forgive me for being me.
You get
So,
passionate.
I do get passionate.
We'll never forgive you for being called Bob, also along with Bob Paycheck. So,
I know. I have to share that name. Ugh.
Yeah, call you Bobby from now on.
Yeah, Bobby's cool.
Bobby.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. So we're gonna head off now because it's been an hour and 20 of
Absolutely.
complaining.
Yeah.
And that's a long time. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys.
Bye.
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 You have to do the awkward waiting